We underestimate and sometimes we discount entirely how our thoughts, our energies, our prayers actually do reach the recipients that for which they are intended. And I just want to remind you of your power. And, as the vibration on the planet continues to rise, and as we continue along this mass global transformation of consciousness that is taking place on the planet, you've heard this expression, our thoughts create our reality. Well, things are going to get even more real. They're going to get even more real. And what we're doing in spiritual ambition is we are really cultivating a more intentional way to use all of our faculties, to apply our humanness in a way that is in service to ourselves and our own lives, as well as in service to the whole. So when you think about that, your thoughts create your reality. When you send a negative thought somebody's way, you're fooling yourself if you think that they're not receiving that, because they are. They absolutely are. And I hope that that gives you pause, because it should. And this is a way for each of us to take a deeper level of responsibility for the thoughts that we have and the energy on which those thoughts travel to wherever it is we're sending them. So again, if you would like to send love and light and upliftment to somebody who you care about, there's no distance too far when our intentional hearts join together in love and light. And again, you can submit your names and I'll say them live here on the air during our next episode. You can just submit that at spiritualambitionsacredlight.com. So today we're going to do another soul trip, but I want to talk very briefly about my retreat that is coming up in Costa Rica. It's called Connect to Your Essential Nature. And I have just come back from traveling through many very cold states in the United States. I was in California, and I was in Colorado, and I was in New Mexico. I got caught in a snowstorm. I was freezing. I didn't have any mittens. I was trying to hold my hat, and I'm like blowing through all of this freezing cold snow. Whew. All of the people there that are freezing, I'm sending you blessings, because I've been back in Costa Rica for just one day, and already my skin is nice and dewy and soft, and the membranes in my nose are no longer freaked out. So connect to your essential nature. It really is exactly what the name describes. And it's about connection to your essential nature, to your soul, to your higher self. And, I guide women, because this is an experience that is just for women, but I guide women through these spiritual psychology processes